Hey, what's up everyone? Wanted to hop on to a quick review here and install video on the 6-inch recessed light with the night light function from Rollin. And what I like about these is that they actually, again, this little night light ring, I'll show you later on in the video what that looks like. If you've done LED wafer lights before, or you know what they are, you know that they're really, really thin. They're not like the old school recessed can lights where you need a whole bunch of space in the ceiling. These are cool because they're actually thinner than the drywall that they go in. And again, I'll show you all this later on in the video. But I wanted to kind of show you, I've already gotten some of these in the room, so some of the box is going to be empty. This is movie magic here. I'm going back and shooting the first part last. But inside the box, you're going to see this little template here. Don't throw this out. This is actually a template for exactly the size of the hole, and I'll show you later on in the video how to actually cut that hole. But this is where you're going to want to, if you cut the hole to this size of this little template, your lights will fit in the ceiling perfectly. So again, when you open the box, don't throw this out. Then what you're also going to get is you're also going to get the control boxes in here as well. So how this works is inside the control box. Again, I'll show you how this all installs later on in the video. But there's no wire nuts or anything required. All the connectors are inside the box. And this side actually connects to the light, and the other side connects to the wire. But on the box, you'll see there's actually a, if I can find where it is. On the box, there's actually a little switch that you'll see over here. You got where you can select the different color temperature itself. 5,000, 4,000, 35, 3,000, and 27. What I do in my room is I actually just set them, I set them to the 3,000, which is basically all the way over, and it's one click. But you can play around with this. It's really simple to pop the light out once it's up and then just flip the switch, and you'll change the color of the light. So you got one of these, you get 6 boxes, and you actually get 6 lights in this box. And here are the lights themselves. They're very, very thin. I want to say they're probably maybe a ½ inch, if that thick. They've got these little spring clamps on the side, which they just basically go pop behind the drywall when you pop them up and you put them in. And again, I'll show you how to do that later on in the video. But overall, out of the box, they're fairly well built. I mean, I am happy with the build quality. But all you see here is you see the main light. But if you'll see, I'll see if I can get the camera to focus. This is actually where the night light is. Again, let's start getting them up in the ceiling. I'll show you where to put them in the ceiling, and we'll do a demonstration, see if we can see these lit. All right, so what we've already done is we've already actually marked out where we're going to put our hole in the ceiling. We basically just took we took all the measurements and took 2 pieces of string. We're going to cut where X marks the spot, and then we're actually going to use this hole cutter here. So this is going to contain all of the mess, so I don't have to put a drop cloth. I don't have to worry about plastic or anything. So this is, we've already got it marked. I've already used a Sharpie to mark where the X marks the spot. Now we've got a beautiful hole with no dust, because this actually caught all the dust. I'll actually link this tool down below as well. Now I must say, my favorite thing about these wafer lights is that where the studs are does not matter. So for instance, as you can see, I made my cut. This is one of the holes. And if I were putting in an old school recessed can light, this is no good. I could not install it. But because the wafer light is actually thinner than the drywall, all I have to do is have just enough here to get the little spring behind it, and I can pop this up, and then this little cord here goes up, and then the junction box is going to be in the rafter behind the insulation. So that's going to sit right up there when I get up and when I get it installed. Now, when you're done hooking up the box, it should look something like this on the inside. Basically, you take the white, stab it into the white, black into the black, and then the exposed ground into the green. And that way you can do that, and then you can just close your box. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the little pigtail here on the wafer itself, find the white pigtail on the box, and then you're just going to do is you're going to kind of, once that's connected, you're going to put everything up into the ceiling. What you're going to want to do is you want to make sure that these little clips kind of go behind the drywall when you put it up. Now you can see it's installed. One thing you want to do though is just make sure you take off the plastic when that goes up. Okay, so now that they're installed, here's what it looks like with the night lights. You got this nice little glow here. But then you can also do things, and it actually hooks up with your Amazon device. So you can say something like, "Hey Alexa, toggle the night lights." Give it a second. And then it'll toggle right back on, and now you can actually have the lights. So basically they toggle between the night lights and the regular lights. What you're going to do is you're actually going to turn them off and then turn them back on within a few seconds. Right now I have the Alexa routine set to a 5-second delay. So I'll turn them off, wait 5 seconds, turn them back on. That puts the night lights back on. If you have longer than, I think it's 10 seconds between switches, it'll remember the mode and it won't toggle. So overall, I really, really enjoy these lights. These are going to be really, really cool. And I highly recommend that you pick up a set yourself. All right, so that is my review install of the Rollin 6-inch wafer light. I'm actually very happy with how they look, how everything turned out, and the install was semi-painless. I did have to crawl up into my attic to run the wires, which I didn't film because that's going to be different from your house. But other than that, they go in fairly simply, and I do recommend them. You pick up a set. Hey, real quick, if you like what you see in this video and you want to purchase one for yourself, I've left links to everything here in the description. And if you want more no-nonsense, no BS product reviews, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss one.